Thank you, Gene, Krupa, and your boys. If you're ever in my neighborhood, please drop in and help me get even with my landlord. And now, Mail Call honors one of the greatest pictures ever to come out of Hollywood. When we get through with it, it'll be sorry it ever came out. Presenting our own condensed and mutilated version of that exciting drama of murder for insurance. Double Indemnity. We're not allowed to say them on the air, you know. We're very fortunate in having with us an all-star cast. To begin with, there's me. And as if that weren't enough, we will present that great emotional actress, Ida Lupino, through the courtesy of the Warner Brothers. Both of them. In addition, you will hear Robert Benchley through the courtesy of Barney's Bar and Grill. Both of them. And now, Harry Von Zell, please set the scene.
Certainly. Double Indemnity.
I've been setting it very badly lately.
Double Indemnity is the story of a crime of violence and passion. Ida Lupino plays the part of Phyllis Dietrichson, a beautiful but heartless woman. Robert Benchley plays the part of her husband, Mr. Dietrichson, an ugly but senseless man. The part of Walter Neff, a handsome devil-may-care insurance salesman, will be executed by Groucho Marx.
I don't see anything particularly funny about that. Incidentally, I also help execute Dietrichson. That's left over from the last joke, I forgot to tell you.
As the scene opens, Walter, our dashing insurance salesman, is driving up to the home of his latest prospect.
This looks like the place. I'll just park over here. Curses. Too bad I haven't got any insurance. Oh, well, I'll swipe somebody else's policy. Let's see that address again. 487 Manslaughter Drive. That sounds lucky. I'll ring the bell. This is my fourth prospect today. I've written 3 policies so far. I hope I can sell this one a bill of goods.
Oh, hello there, handsome.
I hope I can sell this one a bill of goods. My name is Walter Neff. I represent the Prudopolitan Insurance Company.
Won't you come in, you great big gorgeous hunk of man?
What do you think I'm going to do, stand out here and twiddle my briefcase? Of course I'll come in.
You know, you're kind of cute.
It's a pleasure to talk to you, but I'm here on business. How about a nice accident policy, sugar?
What for? Nothing's going to happen to me.
Want to bet? Say, this is a nice place you've got here. Let's put out the lights.
Put out the lights? I thought you came here to sell me a policy.
With a prospect like you, that's my policy.
Well, you're a pretty fast... You're a pretty fast worker, Walter. By the way, did any of your friends ever tell you you look like Fred McMurray?
No.
You run around with a pretty honest crowd.
Quit stalling, sugar. Cover my face with kisses.
All right, cover your face and I'll try it.
You know you're crazy about me. Slip into my arms. Just try them on for size. If they don't fit, send them back and we'll give you double your money and a floor length.
Well, you're a pretty good salesman, Walter, but I think it's only fair to tell you I'm married.
I think it's only fair to tell you that I'm deaf. Kiss me.
Walter, I said I'm married.
And I said I'm deaf. What's the matter? Can't you hear?
Listen, Walter, the reason I sent for you was to take out a life insurance policy on my husband. A big one.
We'll insure him no matter how big he is. How old is this bird?
Well, he's as old as he's ever going to get. Look, we can do this job together.
You mean?
Yes, if we can trick him into signing that policy, we'll split everything.
Including him.
Oh, he's so dull, Walter. He's so dull, Walter, so dull. He's driving me mad. Every night he eats crackers in bed.
Now, what's so terrible about that?
With veal cutlets? Walter, we've got to do away with him, but it'll take a lot of planning. And we've got to be very careful. You see, he's here right now. He's upstairs taking a bath.
And why don't I run up, hold his head underwater, and we can all go home 4 pages earlier?
Oh, darling.
That's him now. Quick, duck behind that divan.
There's no duck behind that divan. You're quacking up the wrong couch. I'll stand right here and face him.
Say, darling, why can't I find a bath towel? Oh, I just know we had company. I'm sorry.
Say, didn't I meet you at the YMCA steam room?
I'll just slip something on and come back.
Fine husband. Is that his figure, or did the tub freeze around him?
We've got to work fast, Walter. He'll be back in a minute.
Don't worry, sugar. I'll take care of everything. Just let me do all the talking.
Why should now be an exception?
That's better.
You were much pinker before.
Darling, this gentleman is from the Prudopolitan. He's one of their Cracker Jack salesmen.
Good. I'll take a box.
Yeah, take a box. It makes a swell chaser for veal cutlets. Look, I'm Walter Neff. I'm an insurance salesman.
I'm Mr. Dickerson. I'm very dull.
Mr. Neff wants to talk to you, dear. Why don't you sit down?
All right.
I meant on the chair.
Oh, that old thing. Well, what did you want to talk to me about, Mr. Neff?
Insurance. How would you like to take out a nice, big, fat insurance policy?
But I've got some life insurance. $2,000 worth.
$2,000 worth. Don't be ridiculous. It'll cost us more than that to cement you in the cellar.
What's that?
Darling, Mr. Neff is just making you a concrete proposition. Where's that policy, Mr. Neff?
Here's a nice one for $500,000.
$500,000? My life isn't worth that much.
Well, to us it is.
Go ahead and sign it, Doe.
Go on, you big, beautiful doll.
Now, just a minute. I'd like to know what kind of a firm I'm dealing with. Is it an old company?
Old? Why, we're the oldest insurance company there is. Just to give you an idea, we still have a clause that protects you in case you hurt your tail while swinging from a tree.
Well, I wouldn't be interested. I've got a tree. It's better that way.
Well, if you got a swing. I think between us we arranged it pretty well, didn't we?
Guys, it's kind of chilly in here. I think I'll stand over here by the fireplace.
Do that, dear. Stand nice and close.
Yeah, preferably with your back to us. Oh, I almost forgot. Please sign this policy.
I don't want to sign it.
Oh, you'll sign it all right.
I won't.
You will.
Won't.
Will.
Won't.
Will.
Won't.
Does your dog biscuit taste different lately? Look, Dietrichson, why won't you sign this policy?
Because in addition to being dull, I'm also stubborn.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you sign this policy, I'll give you a nice fresh veal cutlet. I just happen to have one in my briefcase.
Breaded?
No, it's pigskin. Here's a fountain pen and a cutlet. Now sign it.
I can't. The crumbs are in the way.
Don't sign the cutlet. Sign the policy, dummy.
Oh, all right. I'll sign the old thing. There.
Fine. Shall we dance?
Love to. Ja, da, 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 da,
Quick, Walter. Waltz him over to the window.
Da, 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 da.
You've got a victory garden down there. You turn him some mash. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, we'll use my car and drive him to the railroad tracks. Hurry.
Hey, look, this is a pretty good break. You fell right into the back of the car. Get in.
I'll drive.
Make it snappy. Step on the start. Nice battery. I've seen more juice than a baby's bib. Step on it harder.
Oh, darn this battery. I don't know what to do.
Why don't you turn on the ignition?
Shut up. You're dead. Besides, the ignition is turned on.
Well, it's a good thing we're headed downhill. I'll just release the emergency.
That's another good break. Ah, here we go. There's nothing I like better than a nice drive in the country. Isn't it romantic? Just you and I and that lucky stiff in the back.
How can you talk of romance at a time like this?
Why not?
I'm hungry. Here's a drive-in. Let's get something to eat.
Good evening. What can I do for you?
I'll have a hamburger with anything.
I'll have a roast beef sandwich.
Okay, anything else?
Make mine a veal cutlet.
There's a busy little body if I ever heard one. It's the cops. They're after us. Somebody's reported the murder.
Oh, this is awful. For heaven's sake, miss, hurry up with those sandwiches.
Never mind the sandwiches. Step on the starter. Forget the sandwiches. Give us some plain bread.